How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. Now on today's show we're going to take a look at the back pages and of course what is going on in the world of football. And the last piece of news involves Arsenal because Ainsley Maitland-Niles has asked Mikel Arteta for clarity on his future.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So before we get started with today's show, it's another Super 6 Hold the L. And of course, England and the Euros are around the corner. So that's exactly what we are talking about. Now, this topic will raise a lot of discussion. Take a look at this clip and then we will look at it after.
DT, who would you go with out of that sort of front line of Sterling, Grealish, Rashford, Kane, Foden, Sancho? Mount, even if you wanted to push forward, what would you do?
It depends what you have in the midfield area, and whether Foden goes in there. Jack Grealish has to start all day.
Me too, 100%.
You've got a player that's the most technically gifted and exciting since Paul Gascoigne at our disposal, and if you don't use him, it's criminal. You should be sacked on the spot. He is just an unbelievable footballer, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say that he could genuinely walk into any team in the Premier League.
I think so too.
Any team. I think he is unbelievable. He'd walk in Chelsea's, he'd walk in Liverpool's.
I'm not too sure about that, but yeah.
100% he would walk into Chelsea's ahead of the likes of Havertz and whatnot. Absolutely all day long. He would 100% walk into Arsenal's. So there we go. Pretty straightforward. What would you do with your England lineup? Who gets in? Who misses out? For me, it's very, very simple. Jack Grealish has to start. If he doesn't start, then Gareth Southgate shouldn't even be in a job anymore. It's that simple. This guy is the closest I've ever seen to Paul Gascoigne. He is a game changer. If you've got that at your disposal, you play him, you use him, you build teams around him. Honestly. But Gareth Southgate, there's something about him, seems very pragmatic, doesn't really want to let players off the leash too much. And that's such a shame because I do feel we've got some talented players there. But listen, it's going to be an interesting debate. It's one of those where you look at and we can all have discussions and we can all have opinions on it and nobody's going to agree. It's as simple as that. So listen, if you want to watch the full video, link is in the description. Get yourself over there and join in the debate in the comment section. Let me know who you think should be starting for England, who misses out, what would be your preferred 1 to 11, etc, etc. And throughout the course of the day, I'll get myself over there and I'll interact with a few of you in the comment section, and we'll see whether any of us actually agree. Yeah, very interesting. So Super 6, Hold the L, links in the description. Get yourself over there. Now, today's show, we're going to look at the back pages and what is going on in the world of football. Very simple. Daily Mail, first of all. Chelsea have opened talks over a move for Borussia Dortmund striker Erling Haaland, which could see them pay as much as £170 million, with Chelsea considering offering Tammy Abrahams as part of the deal. Well, how nice of you, offering Tammy Abrahams for Erling Haaland as part of the deal. Like that will soften the blow. No disrespect, but £170 million. Are you mad? If Chelsea sign him, my word, I would be gutted. What a player he is. Brighton will fend off interest in England new boy Ben White by placing a $50 million valuation on the defender. Now, he's a great defender, don't get me wrong, but £50 million, you're having a laugh. Jose Mourinho believes Dean Henderson is ready to replace David De Gea as Manchester United's #1 goalkeeper. Wouldn't surprise me if Jose Mourinho saying this, so David De Gea needs to find somewhere else to go and he can then get him at Roma. Yeah, that's the way it works. Arsenal midfielder Thomas Partey has been excused from Ghana's friendly against Morocco due to personal reasons. Touched on this briefly yesterday. Newspaper mischief, as per usual, saying that he'd been sacked from the squads, but no, he'd actually asked for personal reasons. What else are we going to have a look at? The Times. Manchester United are moving closer to reaching an agreement with Borussia Dortmund to sign Jadon Sancho after the asking price fell to £80 million plus add-ons. Very interesting if it does happen. Seems to have been the longest running transfer saga since any of Arsenal's previous ones, where they always dragged on, like Jan Mavia. Southampton are ready to reject an approach from Aston Villa for James Ward-Prowse. Aston Villa are not messing about in this transfer window, that's for sure. Atletico Madrid have offered Manchester City the opportunity to sign Saul Niguez in a deal in which Bernardo Silva would move to the newly crowned Spanish champions. Manchester City are, of course, looking to ship out quite a few players and rebuild. England players were given an impromptu day off by Gareth Southgate, enabling them to see their families once more before entering the FA's European Championship bubble. Yeah, look, listen, it's good that they get to see their families one last time. They'll just go to the Euros and actually turn up and perform. I'm just not holding my breath. And it's not because of the players, it's because of the manager. The Daily Telegraph. Wolves are ready to demand a minimum £40 million for Ruben Neves as Arsenal to prepare to make a move after clearing Granit Xhaka to join Jose Mourinho's Roma. Don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Gareth Southgate gave England's forward players a dressing down at half-time in a final warm-up game against Romania. With Jack Grealish still uncertain over whether he will start or not in the European Championships opener against Croatia. Again, going back to my point from the Super 6, and blows my mind. Honestly, blows my mind. The Guardian. Boris Johnson has said he wants the whole country to get behind the England team, but has refused to condemn those who booed players taking a knee as a row over the anti-racism gesture threatens to overshadow the start of Euro 2020. Boris, go and concentrate on opening up the country and worrying about that because we've been in lockdown for over a year now. Daily Mirror. Gareth Southgate will have 5 training sessions with England's full squad before their first group match with Croatia on Sunday. Great. Gini Wijnaldum is closing in on a move to Paris Saint-Germain after snubbing a switch to Barcelona. Money talks. Yeah, money talks, most definitely. So that's pretty much it for the back pages. And we're going to go and get into the next piece of news, which involves Arsenal. And Ainsley Maitland-Niles has urged Arsenal to give him clarity over his future, admitting it may be time to kiss goodbye to his beloved club if they don't see him as part of their plans for next season. The one thing I will say about this, Maitland-Niles has put himself in this situation. I don't doubt for 1 second his love he has for Arsenal. He's been there a long time and he has that tie. And I do believe that he wants to succeed at Arsenal to an extent. But his mind is telling him that he's going to succeed at Arsenal in centre midfield. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. Even when you played in centre midfield on your loan spell at West Brom, you didn't do anything. Look at what Joe Willock done on loan in the midfield area. You know, for Newcastle, Joe Willock gets ahead of Ainsley Maitland-Niles in the Arsenal team right now, especially in midfield. This guy had an opportunity of being Arsenal's first choice right back for more than a year, I think it was. Bellerin was out injured with an ACL. Chambers was out recovering from an ACL. Cedric hadn't even been signed. And you had the opportunity there. Grasp it with both hands. You could have been Arsenal's first choice right back for years and years and years. And you didn't want it. You was always umming and ahhing and moaning about it. And now look at you, caught in limbo. And I think the best thing to do is cash in on Ainsley Maitland-Niles personally, because we need to go and sort out that right-hand side. For me, Maitland-Niles is not the one that we need to be looking at. He's not getting in centre midfield, so go and get some money. It's as simple as that. So I cannot say any more. There we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topics. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.